Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's teaser trailer back in April of 2019 this year over at Star Wars Celebration, followed up by the second teaser trailer that debuted over at D23 and by Good Morning America, it left a lot of fans around the world very excited for the third and final trailer of Episode 9. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about this film is that we do know that this movie is going to be, well, a revelation film. It's going to have a lot of twists and turns, as well as surprises in this movie that's going to change our view of the past 8 Star Wars films, especially for some of the key characters, like Luke, Lando, Leia, Han, Anakin, you name it. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this movie, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming Trailer 3 of Episode 9, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for this movie. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren is standing in front of a shadowy figure, where the shot of Kylo is a rear shot, where the shadowy figure is said to ignite a red lightsaber blade that is said to have a brand new ignition sound, followed by the footage dialogue of Palpatine begins to play, where he delivers a line of dialogue, stating a line of dialogue to fulfill your family's legacy. It's explained that the scene is very dark and sinister, and that this is where Palpatine's new theme is said to be demonstrated by John Williams in the upcoming trailer. The next describes a sequence in which Rey is said to be walking into a lake where the water appears to have a beautiful glowing blue color, with white orbs that are flying around in the environment, where the Force Ghost voice of Anakin Skywalker is said to be heard in the background in a faint way that sounds like an older version of Hayden Christensen, which could allude to an older Force Ghost of Anakin in the film. It's said that the scenery in the shot is very similar to one of the scenes from Avatar. Another describes a moment in which Kylo Ren is said to be sitting on his new red throne inside of his throne room, where all 6 Knights of Ren enter the room and kneel down to Kylo Ren, with their weapons placed on the ground, where they are said to hand Kylo Vader's broken lightsaber hilt that's split into 3 different pieces. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing that really gets me the most out of all of this is, of course, the moment in which we have Kylo Ren standing in front of what appears to be Palpatine himself, igniting a brand new red lightsaber blade, letting the fans know that Palpatine is back in the flesh, alive and well, some way, somehow, in Episode 9. Now, the thing about this is that this is said to be a scene in which a piece of dialogue is delivered by Ian McDiarmid as Palpatine to either Rey or Kylo Ren, where he delivers a line of dialogue that states somewhere around the lines of "fulfill your family's legacy." Now, that's a very intriguing moment. That could very well allude to either Kylo Ren being the grandson of Darth Vader and to fulfill Darth Vader's legacy and what he could have done with the Empire, many years ago. Or this could also have something to do with the leaks that we have been going over about all the hints that Rey is indeed the granddaughter of Palpatine himself. So that's a very big indicator right then and there as well. Now, with trailers, of course, dialogue is always going to be scattered and scrambled with different pieces of footage, and it doesn't always match up. So this line of dialogue could really actually pertain to Kylo Ren or Rey for all we know, regardless of the shot consisting of Kylo and Palpatine on the screen. Now, the other piece that I do want to go over that also really surprises me is that there's a moment in which Rey is said to enter a large environment with a large lake that is said to actually glow in a blue hue that is said to mimic a scene from the movie Avatar. Now, this particular sequence is said to actually have Anakin's Force Ghost voice in the background in a very faint way, talking to the character of Rey, where it's said to actually sound like an older version of Anakin Skywalker. Now, we've been hearing about all these leaks about an older version of Anakin appearing in Episode 9 in some way, shape, or form, which is a very interesting side of the story for sure. Now, it really does bring one to question exactly, this Lake of Dreams most likely is what it is, because we have been going over this environment for a very long time. The Lake of Dreams environment really makes one wonder how significant it really is going to be in this story. We do know that it holds a connection to the Beyond, which, by the way, the Beyond is said to be a location based over in the unknown regions, which really is a big deal and tells us that J.J. Abrams is trying to really demonstrate certain pieces of the plot in Episode 9's final trailer to really set the tone of this movie and to really let fans know that the mythology of Star Wars really is going to be a main focus of Episode 9. And I think that's what's great about this movie so far, is that, well, this film really is going to fulfill the Skywalker saga in multiple ways. And of course, the last piece that I just want to go over is that the Knights of Ren are said to be featured in the upcoming third trailer. We have yet to see them on the big screen or in, of course, footage in any way, shape, or form. Only still photos is, of course, the way that we saw the Knights so far. In this particular scenario, they are said to deliver Vader's lightsaber pieces to Kylo Ren. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.